Three, high upside. We enjoyed watching Kessler, his ability to stretch the floor, get out there, a positional need for us. Looking forward to develop all three.
Let's touch on this a little bit. Kessler specifically, I mean, he's a guy that, it looked like he could go in the first round in some mock drafts. I guess I'm not reading as well as Greg these days, but it looks like he can play, maybe the 2 through 4 and help you in a lot of different ways. Just specifically with him, is he a guy that you see as a forward or a multi-positional guy that you kind of move around the floor?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially at this level and this time for these guys' development.
Nets Nation, it's your boy AJ. It's Nets News. #we go hard. So we're back with a draft breakdown video. Number 3, Kessler Edwards, our second round pick in the NBA draft, our first second round pick. But before I start this breakdown, please hit the like button, support the channel, subscribe if you're new, and follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Twitter. Join the Noti gang. Don't miss out. Don't be that guy. Now, let's get into it. The video. Kessler Edwards, forward out of Pepperdine University. He was measured at 6'8", 6'11" wingspan. He has long arms at about 203 pounds. He averaged about 17 points, 6.8 rebounds, 1 steal, 1.2 block, shooting a 40% from 3 in college for his career. That's really good. As you heard Sean Marks in that interview, Kessler is an important position need for us. I've said in past videos how we need multiple 3-and-D wings on this team so we can build our bench like the Phoenix Suns. Kessler is one of my favorite picks. He might be my favorite pick in this draft because of what he brings to the table and his upside. Now, the first strength of Kessler Edwards, and the most important strength to me, is his defensive impact. He got long arms, so this really helps his perimeter defense, shutting off driving lanes, getting his hands in the passing lane. Don't forget, he averaged 1.2 steals per game. You see how he uses his length and he moves his feet well. Now, he beats these guys. Watch the film. He beats them to the spot, and then when the offensive player picks up his dribble, he is long enough to recover and block his shot. Very solid defensively. You see how he stays low in his defensive stance, able to recover fast if he's beat off the dribble. So from the film, you can see he has good mobility. He's comfortable. He can operate on the perimeter. He's nice agility, lateral quickness on the defensive end of the court. Now, you thought he can just guard up on the perimeter. He also is not bad at post defense. He's only 205 pounds right now, but if you look at his frame, you can tell he has one of those builds where he's gonna pack on muscle with the way the NBA strength and diet nutrition is. He's gonna get bigger eventually. So he's also a good post defender. I know in the NBA draft preview in the combine, they said he was guarding 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. So he's able to guard all those positions. He's multiple defender. Another strength of Kessler on his defensive side is his shot blocking. He has an above average timing as a shot blocker, 1.3 blocks per game for his career. He shows solid instincts and awareness, so he's really solid, smart defensive IQ player. You see him, he makes his rotations, he blocks shots. He's a good perimeter defender. Now let's get into Kessler's offensive strengths. One underrated strength of his I noticed while doing research was his finishing ability. He shot 67% when scoring at the rim, which is really good. He takes really long strides when driving to the rim, and he's not afraid of contact. He's good at getting low using his shoulders, long arms, getting nice finishes at the rim. He's also a good foul shooter. I think he shoots about 87% from the foul line, so he's a great foul shooter. Then, of course, one of his number one strengths is his three-point shooting. By now, we know he has that weird, unorthodox jumper, but hey, it goes in. What's funny about it, it looks really smooth. Like from his elbow and release point, it looks really good. It's just his lower body at the end of the shot where he sticks his hip out. He has a split-legged landing. I don't know if the shooting coaches in the NBA are going to make him change this because it's not really affecting his shot. He shot 40% from 3 for his career at Pepperdine, so he's definitely a solid three-point shooter. I just think maybe if he misses those shots, maybe in the NBA, maybe they'll think about changing his form, but it doesn't seem that crazy. It doesn't seem that it's affecting his shot. Now, he's not an off-the-dribble shooter, but he's a terrific catch-and-shoot three-point shooter coming off a screen. He's good at just spotting up in the corner and hitting threes. You see how fast his release is? That's great in the NBA because the way the game is now, you need a fast release because it's a shooting league now. It's a three-point league. His release is very high too. It's hard to block. You see his form. See how his form looks really good from the waist up, but it's just his feet at the end of his shot. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the coaches are gonna change it unless he's struggling. You know, so we're gonna have to see if he hits those threes. If he hits those threes in the summer league and the NBA, then I don't think they're gonna change it. But you think about a lot of players actually land weird when they shoot threes. Even KD sometimes he does that little split-legged fall forward. He sticks his feet forward. So it's not a super mechanical thing to fix. It's just a weird unorthodox shot, but it goes in. You know what I'm saying? As long as he makes it and he does that, as long as he makes three, if he shoots 40% from three in summer league and 40% from three, and he cracks the rotation in the NBA, he can land whatever he wants to land. He can do that split-legged thing, whatever he wants to do. If he shoots and makes his shots, yo, do you, bro? But other than that, you can see he's a knockdown shooter. When spotting up in rhythm, he's just a good knockdown, like spot up shooter. Another factor is that he finds open shots and by moving without the ball. He can hit shots coming off screens from mid-range or three. He just loves coming off that screen you see here, knocking it down. He's great. He's a great pick and pop threat. So like when you get that screen, he'll set a screen, he'll pop to that three-point line, and he'll knock it down. He shot 4 threes a game, so to be that efficient, like 38, 39, 40% from three is really good. Now his weaknesses, one of Kessler's weaknesses is his shooting off the dribble. He's not good at all shooting off the dribble. He needs to work on his pull-up jumper. He's 4-14 on dribble J's from his spot-up scenarios. He just brings the ball too low on his shot. When he pulls up, his mechanics get messed up on his pull-up jumper. He struggles to get his shoulders square to the rim. He needs to work on his pull-up jumper because that's key in the NBA. If you want to be a great scorer, I mean, we even seen Joe Harris with his lights-out shooting at times. He can't even make a pull-up jumper. That's a weakness of his. So the best scorers in the NBA, 9 times out of 10, have a good pull-up. Also with Kessler, he needs to work on his handle. He's not a good he just needs, hopefully Kyrie takes him to dribble school and teaches him because he doesn't have that ball on a string yet. He has a very short first step, and I think that's because he don't trust his handles because his first step off the dribble is very short. So he needs like crossovers, behind the backs, hesitations, breakaway dribble moves to get him open. That I think that will be key for him because he needs good handle crossovers. That will open up his game more if he can get that pull-up shot. But yeah, that's my breakdown on Kessler Edwards, our new rookie 3-and-D wing. The reason I like Kessler so much is because he's defensive minded first. I feel like his ceiling could be like Cam Johnson, Otto Porter, Kelly Oubre. I feel like he could be in that mold for great 3-and-D wings in the NBA. He does have a long way to go. But of course, I'm excited to watch his development and growth in Brooklyn. I'm very excited. I think he will be one of the biggest upsides. Him and Day'Ron Sharpe are my favorite picks that the Nets drafted. I like Cam too, but Day'Ron and Kessler were my favorite. I just think they're our biggest team needs, and they're great picks, have really big upsides. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel about Kessler Edwards. Do you think he will crack the rotation? Do you think that shot is a little do you think that shot will mess him up? Do you think he's going to shoot 40% in the NBA and 40% in Summer League next week? Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about Kessler Edwards. So Summer League starts, I think, this week, upcoming week. I did a poll and people wanted me to do the last 2 draft picks, so I will probably eventually do them. But I want to see what free agent moves start. Free agency starts on Monday, so I want to see if any news breaks out. We'll be going live. Any huge news will be going live. So stay tuned. Please hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram at NetsKingdom711. I'm on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at NetsKingdomAJ. And also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. It's your boy AJ. It's Nets Nation. It's Nets World. I'm out.